Alright, back again. It's Thursday night, and that means it is Legend of the Dragoon. We last left off with Dart heading to Hellena Prison to rescue Shana, who was kidnapped, and the village of Sellies was absolutely fucking ravaged. They rocked their shit. And Dart was gone for God knows how long, and he's focused on getting Shana back. As I had announced, why isn't this wanting to work? There we go. As I had announced, there we go. The last time that I was playing, I would be, and I still plan on doing level grinding in between sessions. So as you can see, I got double slash all maxed out because, let's be real, you guys don't want to see all that fucking level grinding. Onto Volcano, which is doing more damage than double slash does, all maxed out, but it gets us less SP. So here's something I should do real quick while I'm thinking about it. Don't mind me, I'm just making sure Twitch does what I need to. Alright. So, we're going into Hellena. And Dart is probably pretty pissed off about all this, which is understandable, really. Alright. I haven't done anything in Hellena between last Thursday and now. I stayed the hell out of Hellena because I didn't want anyone to miss anything. Some weird armor there, leaving one arm open. Well, how can I sneak in? Good luck with that, pal. Alright, so Dart's getting an idea here. He sees that little caravan, and he's gonna run with it. So whenever you're in an area like this, your triangle above your head is going to stay red. There is danger around every corner, is what it's trying to tell you. I see. Good meat and fish. Sir Frugal will be happy. You bought a lot recently. Is there something going on? It's not the business of a merchant like you. Okay. Sorry. I'll inspect the load. So we're gonna hide. The audio issues that I was talking about on episode 1, they seem to only happen when we're transitioning into and out of battle. I did find kinda sort of a fix, but I didn't like it. It seems to be okay. Where in Lower the Bridge, instead of kind of stuttering a bit, it would really slow down. But I noticed some other side effects of that because I was using a different audio plug, pretty much. And I think I'll just stick with the stuttering for now. Which, it's not really a big deal. It remedies itself pretty quickly, actually. Alright. We've got a save point, which we will be utilizing in just a moment here. Merchant hops off. I made it. So this will either be a 2 or a 3 hour stream. I haven't quite decided. I guess we'll see how energetic I am at the 2 hour mark. But I'm really trying not to do anything less than 2 hours at this point because I don't really have a reason, I guess. I just decided that that's the way I was going to go about things one day. So I believe, if I remember correctly, there should be an item. Yeah, there we go. A burnout. Nice. Alright. Let's go chat with the guard. Who are you? I'm discovered! This way! Oh, great. He brought one of them. Alright. Yeah, see, you can kind of hear the stutter, I guess. But, like, now it fixed itself already, so really it's not all that bad. I think it would be a lot better if I were playing this on my PS3, but as I have mentioned, I'm missing a component to get that going. There's one of those circle well, not attacks, but button presses I was telling you about the last time. If I would have missed that, I would have gotten damaged because this game hates its players. No, not really. It tries to teach you that you've got to get good at the additions, which that's not really all that difficult. No big deal. Help me! I'm just a delivery man. Be quiet. I am not going to kill you. Okay, I won't make a noise. How obedient. I told you I won't make a noise. I'll be unloading until you finish your business. Oh, hey you! If you're short on items, just tell me. I sell those too. Let's see what he's got. Let's take a little peek. Alright. We'll buy a few Angel's Prayers. I don't think we'll need them, but better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, you get called bastard a lot in Hellena. Okay. Might as well give you guys a tour here. So, the sign says, out of service. Don't even think about it. What are we gonna do? Try it. Oh, if the audio mixing is bad, feel free to let me know. I was kind of screwing around on OBS a little bit, so it's not exactly how it usually is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm more familiar with Streamlabs and setting that up, which, yeah, it's really similar to OBS, but I don't remember what my settings on that are. So, that's that. Alright. Let's fight this chump. And I'm pretty sure the audio stutter only happens because that, like, sandy fade in, fade out effect, so. There's that. Let's see. Other gaming news. For anyone that saw the Nintendo Direct yesterday, it is... I fucked that up. It's a good time to be a JRPG fan. Live Alive, or however the hell you want to pronounce that, that's finally getting an official port to the West. And I've played fan translations. 10 out, well, maybe not 10 out of 10. It's good though. Front Mission 1 and 2, those are getting ported over. And then the big one that I'm very excited about, Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers Edition, is April 7th, I think, is when that's coming out, and I will be streaming the hell out of that. I love Chrono Cross. This is going to be controversial, but I like Chrono Cross more than I like Chrono Trigger, personally. But I've got a feeling that is because I was exposed to Cross before I was Trigger. So that might justify that. But the cool thing about that is we're also getting Radical Dreamers with it, which I don't believe that's gotten a US port ever. So that's awesome. I cannot wait for April 7th. But another thing related to that, the Chrono Cross remaster was leaked in something or another a few months ago, I think, and there were a couple other games, well, there were quite a few other games that were part of it, but a couple more that I was particularly interested in. First of all, you got a Final Fantasy IX remake, which, that's cool. 9's good. Haha, fucker. 9 is good and all. Really good, actually. It's not one of my favorites, but again, like, I like it a lot more now than I did when I was in elementary school. In elementary school, I fucking hated Final Fantasy IX because of the art style. I didn't pay attention to the story a whole lot because I was too pissed off with the art style. More importantly, though, it is a remake, not a remaster, that was announced for that. So if that's the case, imagine the other Final Fantasy games that are going to, or yeah, that'll get remade and remastered and all that stuff. What do you want me to admit? But what I'm more excited about, Final Fantasy Tactics. There is a remaster of that was in that leak. Oh. Here, I can turn up the game real quick. Where is it? Alright. How's that for the game? Come on, there we go. But Final Fantasy Tactics, other than a PSP remake, I believe, which is phenomenal. If you haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, find a way. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a PSP, wink wink, nudge nudge, but it is worth your time. Other than that, though, it hasn't really been ported to anything, which I don't want to say like that it's pissed off a lot of fans, but a lot of people have been clamoring for it because Tactics is... Don't think it changed? Here, I'll try it more. Oh, where did you go? There we are. Alright, how's the audio now? But Final Fantasy Tactics is so much fun. I played it a lot as a little kid, and granted it was only the first few battles because I did not understand the job system in that game, and one of the first major battles, it'll fuck you up if you're not prepared. But now I am familiar with it. Here, I'll narrate quick. Move quicker! You have such bad luck. You'll regret not being killed on the battlefield. What do you mean? You really believe you can live comfortably in the jail? The head warden, Frugal, will feed you to the monster. Oops. Feed us to the monster? I won't let you humiliate us anymore. Oh, feisty, feisty. It's the worst kind of prisoner of war, but the best kind of feed. If you want to kill me now. I won't let him. Yeah, here we go. This guy kicks ass. Sir Lavitz! You bastard, you broke out of the jail? Silly guy, you think you can escape from here alone? I'll take care of this. Survive and go back to Indel's castle alive. Tell King Albert. If only he is a prince. I won't let you. Ooh, bad luck. I took care of those guys. Hey, Lavitz is doing pretty fucking good on his own, huh? Is this civil war? You! Who are you? Are you a dog of Basil too? Come on, fuck him up, Lavitz. Who are you? I am Dart. I am not your enemy. I am Lavitz Slambert. I am the head of the first knighthood of the Kingdom of Basil. Well, it seems we don't have time for introductions. No, we don't. Alright, this is gonna be good. But yeah, so I'm really excited for the rest of this year. Like, on a piece of paper, I wrote down the release dates for everything that had one, or like just 2022 in general, if it's sometime this year. But I am pumped, and I'm really hoping Square Enix does something with the Parasite Eve franchise again, because clearly they are seeing that a lot of their older franchises are still very much, they're just so loved. And Parasite Eve, like the first one, is phenomenal. I love that game. The second one's pretty good too, but I don't remember how his edition goes. There we go. I like to kind of compare it to Dino Crisis 1 and Dino Crisis 2. Like, 1 is a great survival horror game, no doubt about it. 2 is a bit more actiony, but it's still a terrific game. My apologies if I get kind of quiet while trying to do additions. But I know there was a third one on the PSP, third birthday, and I've got very mixed feelings about it. I'm glad that it got a third entry. It should have been something else. Don't think so. But yeah, so there's that. I know the Saga franchise, there have been hints and rumors that that's going to continue to get re-releases and remasters, so I want to assume Romancing Saga, that or Saga Frontier 2 are going to be up next, because Romancing Saga, well, I'll narrate this first. I will carry out your wish. Hasn't had a re-release since the PS2. You said Dart? I cannot imagine there is somebody who intentionally comes to Hellena. What are you up to? I'm here to rescue someone important to me. Do you know anything about her? Her name is Shana. I'm sorry, but I'll look elsewhere. Wait! I'll go with you. I thought you had to go back to the castle as soon as possible. She's important, this girl you were looking for. It's my problem. It was my fault. Yeah, Dart, it was your fault. You went away for God knows how long. I don't know what brought you here, but Hellena is not that easy to go through alone. ... That goes for me too. But I can break out from here together with you. Of course, with the girl. How come you trust me? We've just met. The raid you made was quite impressive. I trusted you to guard my back. That's the way I think. Alright, let's go together. Alright, let's see if we got any new equipment for either of them. Not for Dart. Not for him either. Ah, well. Okay, so we are going to go from cell to cell, because I know there are treasure chests in some of them. I just don't know which ones. Poor thing. Another game that I'm really wanting to get ported to the PS4, mainly because every other one other than this one and a Game Boy Color spin-off are on the PS4. Star Ocean: The Second Story. I just didn't want to fight. Why did I have to be sent to this hell? The wardens were saying that girl is confined in the second prison tower. Why were they making so much noise about just one girl? Sparknet. Back to Saga though, real quick. Sorry guys. I'm a little bit hyper tonight because energy drinks. And Frugal's coming. Frugal's coming to kill me. Frugals. Lay off the crack. We got 20 gold, alright. So I would assume Unlimited Saga will get another re-release, which I think that would be very good for that installment in particular, because it was not very well received upon its initial release, because it was kind of different from the Saga games, which those games were already different from other JRPGs, so for Unlimited Saga to be different from those, that's saying something. But I still think it was a fine game. It's not my favorite in that franchise by any means, but it's a fine game. Got shitty angles, I guess. Whoops. My bad. that should take care of them. But yeah, I'm very hopeful for... Didn't fuck up that time. For the next year or two for JRPGs. I want to assume, since Chrono Cross is getting a re-release, that Chrono Trigger is probably due for another one. Or maybe, just maybe, they'll quit fucking with the fans and give us a third installment. And I don't want to call it a sequel necessary. I don't call Chrono Cross a sequel to Trigger a whole lot. Like, sometimes it'll slip, but it really isn't. I don't think it should be classified as a sequel. Yeah, it's the same world. There are some connections, but other than that, it should... Spiritual successor, that's the better term for it, in my opinion. Yeah. Back to focusing on this stream for a bit. I have been very antsy to get back to this game. I almost did this on Tuesday night instead of a second episode of Pokemon, because I really, really like this game. I think that this game could do really well with a proper remaster. Like, I think it would find a better audience this time around. Not saying like the people who like the game are bad or anything. I just think like there's a bigger audience for this right now, especially since it's been at least 2 decades, I think, since it was released. And there's so much goddamn lore in this game. Like, the Dragon campaign, you could make a whole spin-off or prequel, whatever the hell you want to call it, about that. And I think that would be phenomenal. Like, it'd be really bittersweet at the end, but I think it would be so much fun. Oh yeah, I love the characters in this game. Out of any of the characters we've seen so far, Rose is my favorite. I like most of the main characters in this game. There are a couple that I'm not super fond of, but like, I guess I'll say a couple of the names. Like, one of them I won't say at the moment, just because that might spoil things. Oh, absolutely, it had bad timing. Take it with us. We'll need it if that girl called Shana is under confinement. Acquired key to Shana's cell. Like, it was... But why only that girl? I intend to ask that directly to the head warden. But that's after we rescue Shana. This came out after Final Fantasy VIII, I think, and before Final Fantasy IX, so it was, if I remember correctly, dubbed the Final Fantasy Killer, which, if it had a little bit more time to bake, and if it had just a little bit more of a budget, I think it could have went toe-to-toe. But, then again, Final Fantasy IX, even though I had stated earlier that it's not my favorite, it was a huge love letter to, like, the first 8 entries, pretty much, especially the old school ones, the fantasy thing, and fans ate that shit up. So, kind of had to compete with that. PS2 was just on the horizon, so when night falls, I hear an eerie voice coming from somewhere. It goes, ah. Huh. Ain't that some shit? Like, I don't know. You are from Bale. Lavitz, get them before they make a noise. Yeah! I think it would do really well if it got a re-release nowadays. I don't know how I would feel if they tried to make a sequel for it, just because I think the game ended really well, but like I was saying, a prequel to Dragon campaign would be really cool. But yeah, I think that PlayStation 1 in general, closely followed by the Super Nintendo and the PS2, mind you, was the golden age for role-playing games like this. Absolutely phenomenal. And Game Boy Advance, I guess. That got a few re-releases for Final Fantasy, at least, and they were all pretty good. Like, I think Final Fantasy IV Advance was the first way I played Final Fantasy IV, which I know that's another fan favorite in that series, and I don't care for that one a whole lot myself. It just seems extra melodramatic, and like, I know there's a lot of drama in role-playing games, that's how it is. 4 just seems a bit extra for me. 5, on the other hand, I played that on Final Fantasy Anthology, the PS1 package that was out. 5 is phenomenal, in my opinion. The story is kind of lackluster, but that job system, my god, that was amazing. I spent so many hours, mainly in 9th and 10th grade, I think, just fucking around with different combinations. Another JRPG series that I would like to see get re-releases, even though a few of them were re-released on the DS, and 3DS, now that I'm thinking about it. The Dragon Quest franchise, I think that would do extraordinarily well right now. And I think it would be... Who is it? That voice! Is that Shana? It's me! Dart? Is that you, Dart? Yes, it is me. I'm here to rescue you. Hurry up, the guard is coming. I think proper re-releases for consoles would do extremely well for the Dragon Quest franchise, at least like 4 through 8. Shana! Dart! I'm here to rescue you. Thank you, Captain Obvious. You haven't forgotten me, even though we haven't seen each other for 5 years? How could I forget? Show me your face. I haven't changed much. Yes, you have. You look much stronger, much more than the Dart I knew. Hurry up! The guards are coming back! Shana, what part of hurry up do you not understand? The girl is breaking out. I won't let her. You want to bet? Bet money we escape, you guys. Bet money. Trying to think of any other things about role-playing games that I have to offer. More completely unwarranted opinions. The Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 is expected to be announced this year, so that's good. It's been a while since we've had any word on that. And I think the last thing we heard was just, yeah, it's in development, something like that. Hell, we should have some of our additions leveled pretty nicely by the time we escape Hellena. At least Dart should. Lavitz is kind of just starting out with them, but Dart was already at level 2, so... Fuck. Unless shit like that happens. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. I know in a lot of my old playthroughs for this game, I would kind of use a set party, or I'd gravitate towards, like, Dart you kind of have to use, but I would gravitate towards using at least one character I was comfortable with. Are you hurt? I am fine. You can celebrate later. We are still deep in the belly of the enemy. Besides, it's too damp to have a party, isn't it? Let's go, Shana. Follow me, okay? Dart, I'm 18 years old now. I can fight too. Shana. She grew up. She was alone in such a hell-like place. If she was a regular woman, she wouldn't have been able to survive. Of course, there are not that many fools who would come here to save her. But the Shana of my memory hasn't changed a bit. Let's talk about that after we get out of here. Dart, that's how memories work. Jesus Christ. There he is. There's the bastard. Say that again? Well, the knight from Bale broke out of the jail. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about that, rat. After that. The girl from Selly's was taken by the red guy. What? What did you say? The girl was taken away by the guy with the red armor. I can't do screams or anything. It's way too late, and I live in an apartment complex. I don't want a noise complaint, folks. You bastard, don't let them out alive. Wait, I almost forgot the most important thing. Don't kill the girl. It's an order from His Majesty Dole. Aye, aye, sir. If you fail, I will behead all of you. The red one? I'll get you. I might as well dye everything else red with your blood. I'm also predicting that we'll hear something about Final Fantasy 16 this year. Just because it's been a little while since you've heard anything on that, and I'd assume they want to get that pushed out sooner rather than later. Just because it's been a little while since a mainline Final Fantasy game has come out. Like, 15 came out, what, like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe? Hey, don't give up. If we throw our hope away, we're just fools. Everything is over. There's no way I can get out of here alive. That's right. And I'm not gonna rescue you. Alright. Where to? An exit. Down we go. I think it might be wise for us to save our game real quick. Which, I'm sure all of you know this. Especially if you're watching a video on a role-playing game that's not as popular as the big ones, like Final Fantasy, Star Ocean, Tales, all that stuff. It is always a good idea to save your game constantly. Just because you never know what can happen. Like, not in this game in particular, I guess. Not that I remember anyway. But Final Fantasy X, for instance, I've been streaming that. There are some enemies that are real bastards that'll, like, I don't know, petrify you. And if all your party gets petrified, you're fucked. Okay, so now we've got Shana in our party. Suppose I should have addressed that a little bit ago, but hey, better late than never. So you will see that she doesn't get additions. She's got a bow and arrow, can't do any of that fancy stuff like everyone else. But that is useful for enemies that others can't reach, because you'll either need a bow and arrow or an item, or you'll have to play a waiting game or some nonsense like that. So we continue with our jailbreak. Wait for the screen to transition. Ah, it's this guy. He's alright. Oh, it's you. I'll give you a good deal. Okay. Then like I was saying last time in this game, yeah, keep some potions, but you don't need a whole lot, honest to God. You can use that... Thanks. Be careful. Everybody's on edge. Because you can use that guard thing that I was talking about. Get yourself healed up. Cut down some of the damage you're going to take. Before long, you'll be good as new. Uh-oh. Here's some trouble. So, you are the red one, acting like a prince? Then what? There's one answer. You and the leader of the Knights are feed for the pet. After I mince you up. Lavitz, is this the head warden? His name is Frugal. He is so bad even the people of his own country are afraid of him. You have such a calm face. Or are you paralyzed from fear? You attacked Sally's, didn't you? No, I just gave them the order. Why did you have Shana taken away? I don't know. Emperor Dole said to just bring that girl back. The order was so trivial that I added the new one of annihilating Sally's. Frugal, unforgivable. This game kind of had a weird translation in my opinion, but hey, it could be a hell of a lot worse too. Like, maybe a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 for translation. Alright, so I want to consider this our first real boss fight of the game. Always a good idea to get rid of the wardens first. You don't need them fucking shit up for us. Oh, and excuse my language, I'm easily excitable for this game. For any role-playing game that I like, really, but especially this one, because it was a massive part of my childhood. I think this and Final Fantasy VIII were the ones that I played the most. Alright, so now we've got a bit more advanced wardens, senior wardens. Because our gang likes to beat up seniors, evidently. Alright. Whoop his ass, Shana. Ugh! I might as well take you to hell with me. Hey, that girl's not supposed to get a scratch on her, dumbass. Power up, up. It's on the juice. Dart just got stoned. We will have Shana use a potion. She will be our healer. We don't have additions to worry about with her. Whereas with the two boys, we've got additions we need to be trying to level up, all that fun stuff. So, that is why we will have Shana be our healer. Plus, I think she does the least amount of damage. So, there's that. Right, the other two are good. We'll have her guard. Make sure she's not getting beat up too badly. Frugal really doesn't like Dart, huh? Now, we could have Shana use some items like Burnout or Sparknet or anything, but I don't like to use those unless I absolutely have to. Mainly because I just don't like hitting X over and over and over and over and over again, so... Right, we'll heal up Lavitz real quick, he's at about half. We'll heal Dart with her next. She doesn't want to see Dart get hurt. Alright. She is kind of quick though, so that's convenient. Like this, as long as you've been leveling your additions and everything, this boss isn't really all that tough. But most people don't really run away from every battle if they're playing a role-playing game. Most people know better, so... Frugal, you dumbass. You know what your direct orders are. Don't lay a scratch on her. Just got chokeslammed. We'll just have her guard for now. We don't really want to risk anything. Now, the additions may look easy at the moment, and right now, yeah, they are relatively easy. Do not be fooled. Some of the later ones are really quick, and it is a pain in the ass. But, luckily, we don't really have to worry about that right now, so there's that. What a dick. Right, I'm really glad I decided to level Dart a bit before tonight's stream. Just because I like the numbers I'm seeing for his damage output compared to Lavitz. But I think Dart's got a good 3 levels on Lavitz at the moment, so makes sense. Fuck it. Let's see if she does it. Yeah, there we go. Way to go, Shana. Whoop his ass. Got quite a few items from that. That and Dart and Lavitz both leveled up, so yeah. Dart's got a good 3 levels on the others. Which isn't a bad thing. Alright. So he's yelling. Is he immortal? Let's get out of here, Shana. Get on the horse, hurry! Bastard! Keep them from going even if it costs you your life! Too little, too late. We're leaving. Raise the bridge! Jailbreak! Lavitz! Alright, now we're on the run. We won't be caught so easily, though. Bring her back here. You'll be dead. I don't get why they didn't use contractions more in this game. You! When did you sneak in? Should we tell this to His Majesty Dole? Wait! I'll bring back the girl! Otherwise, you'd be dead by now. You go too, bastard! It doesn't matter. Everything is going just as I planned. Yes, they don't know they're in the palm of my hand. How menacing. Alright, so, we can't go back to Hellena right now. But a new path did open up, the path north. So that is where we will be heading. As soon as we finish with this random battle, evidently. Which should be easy. Yeah, we'll have her heal up some more. Only to get bitch slapped by that tree. Overkill. Actually, we should probably take a look at our additions, see how much each one is improved. Not that it makes much of a difference. I don't have the third one unlocked for Dart right now, and Lavitz is on his first, but just because I'm curious about it. Alright, so yeah, Volcano's at level 3. As you can see, its SP has increased, and its damage. So, that's good. Harpoon is almost at level 2. But his attack is significantly weaker than either of Dart's at the moment. Which means... Motherfucker, go north. There we go. which means Dart will be our tank for now. And pretty soon, once we get to the next location on the map, that part of the game is very nostalgic for me. Heal up, Shana. Heal up. You deserve it. Dart, I'm not as worried about you. You can take a few more hits. You're a big kid. Yeah, there we go. Shana leveled up. That's nice. It's always nice when characters level up. Okay, so the prairie here, I've got very vivid memories about the demo for this game. I don't remember what jam pack it was on, but it was on one of the jam pack demo discs when I was a kid. And it started here. And this is what got me hooked. Lavitz, can you keep going? Yeah. Alright. Uh-oh. Hide yourselves. Dart, you can take him on. Fight all of them. Pull a Zack. Does it hurt? What the fuck do you think? He's just shot with an arrow. It's just a scratch. Well, it probably stings. But you gotta cover the wound. It can be treated later. We gotta run first. Yeah, that's a good point. You can't treat it if you're dead now, can you? I will carry Lavitz. Shana, go first. Don't treat me like a child. I will go with you guys. I can walk by myself. Here they come! They spend a lot of time arguing when they need to be going. Let's go! Ah, yes, the classic hide behind a tree. That always works. Where'd they go? There they are! Women first, then we might spare those people in Bale. Is this the fugitive? Don't be silly, go look over there. That was close. Yeah, the guards from Hellena are kind of dumb. I will give Dart the Night Shield. Give a leather jacket to Shana. Yeah, I played the hell out of this demo as a little kid. It seems too far to jump over. Guess we'll have to find another way. And granted, I didn't, do the full demo, I don't believe. I think I mainly just ran around. I liked the music, I liked how the game looked, I liked the combat. And this game got me hooked early. Right, heal up. Those vampire kiwis are annoying because they will sap your health and give it to themselves. Which, yeah, that's fair, I guess. If I were a bad guy, that's what I'd be doing. But when you just want them to die, for fuck's sake, it is annoying. See? See? Blood sucking. Tried to save its own ass, but little did it know. Motherfucker. That's still not enough to save you. You're dead. Told you so. Oh yeah, I love the opening song for Legend of Dragoon. So much. Hey, I don't know if this game ever got an official soundtrack release or not. Something I've honestly never looked into, but I should. Mainly for that song. I know another piece of music I really like from this game, Dart's theme. And I'll point that out when we get to it in the game. If we get to it tonight, I don't know. I would imagine we would. Hey, there we go. Lavit's got a new addition that we're not going to use until we get to level 5 with Harpoon. But yeah, this game has a lot of good music in my opinion. A horse. A very, very deformed looking horse. Such a trifle wound. Does it still hurt? A little bit. I learned first aid. I thought it would be useful, particularly in times like these. Shana? Learning? That's something new. Mr. So-and-so might come back injured at any moment. Let's use the shack over there. Alright. But first we'll be nice to the animal. Even though it does nothing for us. Acquired total vanishing. Here you go. Thanks. It's much better now. It seems we completely lost those fools from Hellena. Dart, tell me about these last 5 years. It's okay. Never mind. We don't have time for this now. It was a journey for revenge. It was a journey to find the guy who deprived me of something precious and kill him. I couldn't tell you, Shana. That's why I left by myself. The Black Monster? I only know the name. Nobody would tell me more about it because they said I was still too young. What is the Black Monster? What are you talking about? I have 2 homes. One is Sally's, where I spend time with Shana. And the other is where I spent time with my parents, my first home, which was taken from me by the monster 18 years ago. Neat. Dart's hometown, 18 years ago. That place got fucked up more than Sally's did. It was when I was 5 years old. Neat was assaulted by the Black Monster. Oh, little Dart. Reminds me of Cloud. We were lucky. Only 3 of us could get out from the village. Come on, speed it along, let's go. But my father returned to the village. Something happened, and my mother followed my father to the village to help everybody, but that's where the Black Monster was waiting. I was left alone, shivering, and waited for dawn. The sun revealed a foreign landscape. It was a completely transformed Neat. And I found this. A rock? What I found on the ground was only this. It's a memento, the only thing my father carried around all the time. Dart, it's okay. I understand. Shana, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you. It's okay. I knew you'd tell me someday. Don't say any more. She's bored of his story. So, you just came back from a journey to bring closure to the past. I'm still not there yet. You said neat. It doesn't seem to be a village in this country. It was located farther north from here. I guess nobody even remembers its name anymore. Lavitz, tell me, what is going on in this country? Currently, our kingdom of Basil is at war with the Imperial Sandora. The war has spread all over Serdio. Why was the truce broken? Because of the dragon. The legendary monster added weight to Sandora and broke the balance of power. Then Emperor Dole started to be more aggressive. Dragon? No, no way. Such a thing can be used in war? Do you know something about it? I was swooped down on by a dragon before I entered Selly's. I was overwhelmed. There was no way to escape from it. I was saved by a passing warrior. That's why I'm still alive. The dragon is advancing faster than I thought. We must do something or it'll be too late. You mean more casualties? What the fuck do you think, Dart? No, the dragon's gonna help people. Yeah, it's a war. See, Lavitz has the right idea. Anyway, I have to go back to Indel's castle in Bale. There's so many things I have to report to King Albert. You know what, Dart? You guys should come along with me. Minister Noyce might know something about the Black Monster. I see. They're a royalty with a long history. I might be able to find out something new. Yeah, that's what was just said to you. It's a done deal. Lavitz, don't take chances. You are not completely well. You'll make a good wife one day. Thanks! Let's go. Heal up real quick. Because sitting down in a shack gives you health. I don't think there's anything. It's empty. Yeah, nothing yet. We'll be back. We'll go up this way. Almost falling. Wait, if we carry this to the river, it can be a bridge, can't it? The blade won't last at this. But I saw something in the shack. Ah, damn it. Ah, well. Come on. I really like the battle music. Get out of here, you fucking platypus. Fuck right off. Or mole, I guess. But it's a platypus, we all know it. You dick. You son of a bitch. For that, you must die. Just like that. Yeah, that wasn't gonna kill him. Might have pissed him off though, yeah. Now he's throwing rocks. Another battle successfully done. Alright, moving on along. Soon as the screen loads. An axe. It is a pretty well-worn axe. I get it. We can knock down the tree on the cliff using this. Very good, Dart. In other news, water is wet. if we put this tree across the river... it may work as a bridge. It could be worth trying. But do you have any other ideas? Whoa! There it goes. Shoot! Have to think about another way. Oh, really? Do we have to? Is it absolutely necessary? No, it was not. What's that? We can cross with this. Ooh, treasure. God damn it. Ooh, a mantis. I don't know why, those things usually fucked me up when I was a kid. I'll just have her guard. We'll get rid of this son of a bitch right off the bat. Ah, great. A power-up, just what we wanted. We'll have Shana join the battle for now. Because we don't want to spend the whole time opening a can of whoop-ass on this bug. Not bad, not bad. God, Lavit should be at level 2 by now. For Harpoon. We'll check it out in just a moment, I suppose. Alright. Come on, load back in. What are we at for additions? And Dart's damn near level 4, that's pretty good. Lavit's literally just got to level 2, so that's good. It's gonna suck having to go back to, or when we go to Spinning Cane, because Harpoon will be more powerful than it, but whatever. You look like a civilian. What is the matter? What do you mean, what's the matter? It's your knight's fault. Hold on, I'm a knight of Basil. We should be allies. I'm your enemy. We escaped from Sandora. Honey, don't say that or we're gonna be arrested. But these knights destroyed our lives. We couldn't stand living in Kazaz and ran away from there. Please excuse us. You don't need to excuse yourself. King Albert always lends a helping hand to sufferers, even those from an enemy country. What? I said, son, are you hungry? Yes. Then have this. Thank you. If you go through here, you'll find Bale. You can go there if you like. But we don't know anybody. Why don't you go to my house? It's too big for my mother and myself anyway. You are? My name is Lavitz. I am a knight in the service of King Albert. Thank you very much. How kind of you, Sir Lavitz. He's a swell guy. And nothing there. I think this is as far as I got with the demo. I don't remember if it went on to the next part or not. Maybe it didn't, I just don't remember it. I'm probably going to look into that later. Just for the hell of it. Side note, I really miss jam packs and demo discs in general, but I mainly played them on the PS1 via jam pack. PS2, I didn't really play them a whole lot. I don't think I played a single Xbox demo disc at all, ever. But I didn't have a Xbox for a very long time as a kid, so... Alright, Shana, fuck him up. Oh, 3? That's it? Really hoping Dart gets a new addition before the next boss. That would be fantastic. Well, I guess I don't really care. Sometime soon, though, would be nice. Okay, so if you ever get too many items and you're supposed to receive an item after battle, it gives you the option of going through and replacing an item with whatever you got, or just saying no. And unless it's something I really, really like, I don't really bother replacing it. Just because I don't see any need to. You don't need items a whole hell of a lot in this game. But we will use a potion on him quick. What do we got behind door number 1? Detonate rock. Alright. Decent, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember what it does. We are in some cave. I remember I hated playing through this cave when I was a kid and got my own copy of the game. No real reason, I thought it was boring, I guess. Maybe that's the reason. But I guess, like, after escaping Hellena is far more interesting than some stupid old cave. Not bad. 8 damage. I like that they call it the ugly balloon. Right. Okay, so now we've got slides, and you just use the directional buttons to dictate where you go, pretty much. Bastard sword, I know we can use that for Dart. Yeah, there we go. Up our attack power just a little bit, like he needs it. But yeah, if you want all those items, you're gonna have to go down the slides a couple of different times, I'd say. Unless, like, you just keep fucking up. I know I used to fuck up a lot as a kid. I don't really understand how. Pretty simple concept, but I did. There we go. I prefer the behind the back camera angle. I think it makes additions a bit simpler. But I suppose everyone has different preferences for battle. What might be easier for me won't be easier for someone else. Ah, great. He can't attack right now, so we will just have him guard. And we will leave it up to Shana and Dart. I mean, I guess we could have used one of those items with Lavits, but why bother? The other two can take care of it anyway, so... I don't think Dart will be getting a new edition before the next boss. He's pretty far off from leveling up. $20G. Alright, now we hop on rocks. Stepping stones. Shana, be careful not to slip. Okay. So damn it. We'll have to get rid of something. You know what? Fuck it. If we're gonna get rid of something, we might as well just use a potion. Mainly because I do not know what's in there. Total vanishing. Alright. Decent. I don't really plan on using it a whole lot, but whatever. What do we have? Yeah. We can get rid of one of those total vanishings. It's not really necessary. Actually, no. We're going to get rid of Charm Potion. Body Purifier. That'll be good for this cave. Ah! Lavits! Dart! Lavits! Notice how Dart got 2 exclamation points. This is the second time you saved my life. I was just around. Even though that was the case. I was lucky you were around, Dart. It'll be a long relationship we will have. Yep, that's right. Excuse me, you guys. Don't leave me like that. We'll head north first. I don't remember what's up that way. An item, that's what's up that way. 100 gold, not bad. Hell of a lot better than that 20 gold nonsense we were getting. Damn it. Alright, we're off again. These are rock fireflies. Oh, you know a lot. Well, I used to be saved by these a lot. Me too. In particular, the ones close to a battlefield were helpful. Excuse me. Don't just chat amongst yourselves and leave me out. Tell me what they are. Oh. Oh boy. The light from a rock firefly has a healing power. Well, Shana learned at least one thing. Well, well, I know something you don't know too, Dart. What is that? I'm not telling. Well, you've been away from each other for 5 years. It's natural to not know about each other. Wait, my mom and I aren't like that. Every time I go back to Bale, she welcomes me with the same smile. What? Did I say something wrong? Let's get going. Your mother is waiting for you in Bale, right? Yeah! No, Dart, we're not going that way yet. No, motherfucker, make up your mind on what way you want to go. Quit playing this leapfrog bullshit, Dart. Alright, a couple new enemies and one that we've already beat. Shouldn't be too difficult for us at all. Evidently, this is an orc. Now, it does not look like any orc I have ever seen in any other video game or imagined when playing tabletop games. But whatever, I suppose. Man, they really don't like Shana. We're not gonna bother having her use defend though. We'll be passing those rock fireflies again soon enough. So when the enemies are in the red, they're more likely to use their special attacks. And usually that's not good news, because sometimes they can really fuck you up. So it's a good idea to focus on them first. Which again, that should be another kind of common sense thing for JRPGs. But hey, you know, some people might be new, so there's that. But like I was saying on episode 1, the experience between party members does get split. God damn it. Alright, we'll get rid of Total Vanishing. We don't need them. We're brave enough. Yeah, the experience gets split, which kind of... It's cumbersome, in my opinion, and that's putting it very, very lightly. But, whatever. It's different, at least. So, that's that. And you don't really have to do a whole lot of level grinding if you don't want to in this game. But I'm one of those weirdos. I like level grinding. I've got no issues with it. Can I level grind for hours on end? No, not necessarily, but... Son of a bitch. We will get rid of one of the healing potions, I suppose. Sparknet, nice. I want to know what the hell this thing is. Come on. I caught it. For a little bit. It left an item. Poison Guard, ooh, that'll be nice. So, we haven't seen it a whole lot in this cave because we've gotten lucky, but there are enemies that can give you negative effects, so Poison Guard will be very beneficial to us. Not really going to explain why, other than it just will. Just take my word for it. I mean, after the cave, I don't really plan on using it a whole lot, but this isn't after the cave now, is it? See, like the ugly balloon, I know that likes to give effects once in a while. Don't quite remember if the bat does. It might confuse people, but I think that's it. We're not gonna find out though. Fuck that. We are just going to keep pushing along. Because we've got places to be. We need to get to Bale, damn it. Which we'll definitely be able to do this stream. There's no way in hell I won't let us get to Bale before ending things. Motherfucker. I'd rather use it than just discard it. But I will just discard it if I can't use it. Ooh, a save point. That means something's coming up. That's how these games work. We'd probably be fine without it, but it's been a while since we saved, so just to be safe, gotta get into that habit, you know. Come on. Hurry up and load in. God, I cannot wait till April. I'm very excited to stream Chrono Cross, you guys, and like I won't do like multiple endings in a row. I'd space them out, but just the sheer amount of characters and the different endings you can get, it's gonna be fun. So I don't want to like burn anyone out on it or anything like that. Hell, it's tempting to do Chrono Trigger prior to that, but I'm not really feeling that one right now. Oh. That's something that is getting released soon. The Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster comes out on the 23rd, I believe. So I'm very excited for that. I've already got 4 and 5. I need to get 1 through 3 yet, but I don't play 1 through 3 a whole lot in general, or 4, but I wanted it. Oh, cannot carry any more items. Really? We will see about that. Yeah, don't want that. Body purifier, that'll be another useful item. Bandana, let's see who can equip that. Lavitz can, but it is useless because it is detrimental to him right now. What's gonna happen next? There's something there. Could that be the much talked about Guardian of the Cave? Shana, step back. Don't worry about me, I can help. It's coming. Excuse me just a moment, folks. Sorry about that. I needed a bottle of water, and I thought that now would be a good time to get one, because that battle had to load in anyway, so that is that. Okay, so this boss battle has a special mechanic, and it'll get into it in just a bit, I'd imagine. But you will see why items are important and why Shana is important. Botched that one, huh? So, we are going to focus on keeping Shana's health up right now. Because we gave her that poison guard. So, that green stuff that was just spit at us, that can poison you, not with that guard though. So we want her to stay alive for now. Apparently the thing does not though. Alright, she can guard. This boss gave me trouble my first time as a kid. I remember it was a school night and I had to get to bed. And my mom was like trying to tell me, Nick, it's time for bed, but I was in the middle of a boss fight and I didn't want to have to redo it. See, this can poison characters. Bet it poisons at least one. No, it didn't. This is why Shana is important. The boys cannot hit him right now, but she has a bow. So she can. We will start using items to make sure we can hit them. Of course, you gotta tap X for those. Just don't mind me. 156, not too bad. 28 damage, there we go. Not bad at all. Now, if you don't have items for this part, it's a good idea for Dart and Lavitz to just guard. $158, even better than before. But yeah, this mechanic in particular would just fuck me up as a kid. And looking back, it's a bit ridiculous that it would mess with me that badly. But you know what? Kids are kind of dumb. And don't really think ahead when it comes to this kind of stuff, so... let's try a different one. Just for the hell of it. Show you guys something new. We'll use SparkNet. $160. Alright, now we'll use a pellet. Spice things up a bit, guys. Spice things up. I really fucked up with that one, huh? Ah well, they can't all be winners. His halitosis is coming to attack all of us. Now, some people might have said, oh, well, wouldn't it be a good idea to heal Shana right now? No, absolutely the fuck not. This boss will be dead before we need to have her healed, so... Or I'm confident it'll be anyway. Yeah, you see? You get like a special cutscene like that, you know the boss is over with. God, this is really glitching, audio-wise. We did it! Now, let's get on our way to Indel's castle. Shana. It's oozing poison out of it. Oh, but wait, there's more. Why didn't one of them just stay back with her? Oh, what's this? In a shocking new development, we have light. Oh, absolutely. This... If I can't, like, include multiple Final Fantasies in a top 5, this would easily make my top 5 for role-playing games at least. Video games in general, I'd actually have to think about stuff and make a real list. War God's Amulet, I don't really ever plan on using that. Dart is close to leveling up. Lavitz and Shana both got a level. That's excellent. No, I really hope that like all these remasters that Square is doing, what on earth happened? I don't know. That'll get some of the people at Sony Computer Entertainment of I think Sony Computer Entertainment of Japan would have the most say with this, because I think they'll dictate what gets localized or used to. Anyway, we are safe. We should think about how to get out of here. I'll be fine when we get to Bale, but I'm hoping that all these remasters kind of make some think, hey, maybe this game should get remastered. And then add a Dragon Campaign DLC. But yeah, this cave isn't really all that bad when you get down to it. Healing potion. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna keep apologizing for these audio issues. Like, they are personally driving me crazy. I don't know how tolerant everyone else is of them, but oh god, it's awful to me. Shana, you can heal. Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier this stream. I love Chrono Cross. I like it more than Chrono Trigger, which is very controversial to almost everyone I've talked to about it. But I played Cross first. I think that's why I prefer it. But I'm definitely going to be streaming that. I'm hoping that Front Mission 1 and 2 will be available on the PS4, and I want to assume Live Alive, however you want to pronounce it, will be a Switch exclusive for a little bit, but I want to imagine it would go to other consoles at some point. But that Chrono Cross thing, Radical Dreamers is getting released with it, which is really cool because other than like fan translations and whatnot, it hasn't really gotten a release in the US. But yeah, Chrono Cross, I cannot wait. Like, I know earlier I was working at my part-time job and we got done with everything we had to do, so I was kind of trying to map out what my March stream schedule would look like, because I like to plan ahead for that stuff. And it was kind of difficult to do just because I don't know what days I'm requesting off yet. Our sheet isn't up. But I'm also trying to plan it out so I can wrap things up so I can be prepared for Chrono Cross. But yeah, it's a good year to be a Square Enix fan. Well, a Square and Enix before the merge, or Squaresoft if you prefer, because a lot of their classic games are coming back, and I'm really hoping Parasite Eve 1 and 2 get a remaster soon. And maybe the Third Birthday, just to get everything that we can get. Oh, it's one of these. So, these are a pain in the ass to land hits on, if I'm remembering right. So we are just going to go ahead and try to use an item. So they're good if you can kill it. It's just a pain in the ass to kill if you don't know what you're doing, I think. Yeah, see? Miss. And it's gonna run, I think? No? Let's try a Spark Net. Nothing else. I don't really like using items a whole lot in combat anyway, so this will free up space for us. Holy shit, I got to 180 with that one. Yeah, and it only does 1 damage. You bastard. Alright, go ahead and get rid of his poison, please, Shana. Yeah, then another game that should be getting more info sometime this year, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, which I had talked about a little bit earlier, and I'm really excited for that. personally, I like the changes they've made to the story. I didn't want just like an exact remake. I wanted something different because if you like the original, if you want the story of the original, oh, that was close. The original will always be there for people to go back and play, and it is on many different platforms at this point. That or you can emulate it, I guess, which that's easy enough to do, but it's available on all platforms, so you might as well just purchase it. Oh, you bastard. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. And then... Son of a bitch. Didn't get anything from it. I want to assume more would be announced at E3 or something about the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster. That's rumored, which I definitely think is happening because it was in the same leak that the Chrono Cross one was. But I want to assume they're saving that for E3 because they know that'll get a better... I don't want to say better, but more people are familiar with that than Chrono Cross, I would assume. So they'd get more fanfare at E3, I think. Here we are in Bale. Our first city that isn't absolutely wrecked. Alright. We're just gonna steal from this lady's treasure chest. 50 gold. Now, what I'm doing here, it isn't absolutely necessary. I like to do it because it's a bit of extra dialogue. Oh my god, it's Sir Lavitz! Oh, Sir Lavitz, please let me draw your portrait again. Oh, don't move. It'll be done soon. Don't move. You're getting a bit overzealous, alright? Just making sure she does a good job. Dart's getting impatient over there. I know back when I was a little kid playing this. Yes, here you go. I was very confused as to what this portrait of Lavitz was good for. Isn't it a little too handsome? I don't think so. Thank you. I'll treasure this. Okay. And because it's a role-playing game, we're gonna rummage through the rest of her house. Let's see if there's anything we can loot. I don't think there is, but we're gonna check anyway. Yeah, nothing. Ah, well. So there's a bit of things you can do in Bale before proceeding with the story, if you would like. I think that we will do some of those things. Also, I'd like to point out, in role-playing games in general, always explore first and see if you can find any equipment versus like just going and buying it right away. Odds are you'll be able to save yourself a decent chunk of money. To the left is the castle of Indels. It's a beautiful castle and the pride of Serdio. Alright, moving up. Oh, an alcoholic. Ah, drinks! Drinks! Give me more drinks! No. No, thank you. You've had enough, sir. I'll take the drinks now. Okay. So, this guy. Spirits? Yeah, I have good ones. 100G per bottle. Want it? Yeah, we'll help him out. Good spirits. Mainly because we need that bozo out of our way if we want to keep it. Well, we can explore a bit with him in our way, but he's blocking something that I want access to. Smells like spirits. And they're good ones. Oh, they're gonna give me spirits? Uh-huh. Brother, you're generous. Well, I'll have it. Get out of my way. I feel a warm glow through my whole... He's pissing himself. And that's when we walk away. Another corridor. Okay, so I really like this piece of music, and that is my statement for this little hallway area. 20 gold, not bad. We'll take the far path first. Alright. So this is just a little viewing area. Nothing too special there. I just wanted to show y'all. Now we'll continue down the other path. Fuck, I have to get this raised. My bad. So it's not role-playing game related, but another announcement from yesterday's Nintendo Direct that I'm particularly excited about is Portal 1 and 2 are coming to the Switch for sure. I want to assume they'd be ported to the other consoles as well, but I don't know. Either way, I'm very excited to be able to play those on the go, and definitely not while I'm at work. Or maybe I will, I don't know. But I know I streamed Portal on the channel a while ago. I think it was back in September. Portal 2, I think I'm starting that on the 19th. Close to the 19th anyway, something like that. And I'm very excited for that. I've been teasing that since like October. And then my computer kind of tried to die in November, so I got pushed back by a month. And then December I didn't do a whole lot because I didn't get my computer back to like the third week or something. That's our Sir Labbits, you really did come back alive. Damn straight. Ooh, Sparkle Arrow. See, that's one of those things I was talking about that you could have went and bought, or you can just go running around and steal shit from the castle. It is as good as a charger. Oh, really? Because I think when I was playing this on my PS3, I made the mistake of buying a bunch of shit right away. And I found some of it just lying around. So it's like, oh, that's just super. Which that was my own fault. I should have went exploring right away, but I didn't. So I learned. Ouch! Phew! Stardust. You need all of it if you want to fight the super boss. Oh, Sir Labbits, I knew it! So I don't think we'll be leaving Bale in the stream. I will get to the next plot point in Bale, but I don't think I'm going to do everything there is to do. Sir Labbits, it's really you! Sir Labbits, when did you come back? Just because I would kind of like this game to be a slow burn on my channel. I don't want to finish it within like a month or so, and if I do it only on Thursdays, it should take me a bit anyway, but yeah, I've kind of made myself a bit redundant there. 50 gold, not too shabby. I mean, role-playing games are kind of time-consuming anyway, so I guess I wouldn't have really ran out of stuff to do in it. but just to be safe. I like this game that much. I know another role-playing game that I've been streaming on my channel recently is Final Fantasy X. And I'm making pretty good progress. Hey, there we go. Now I can go on the boat. I'm making pretty good progress on that one. I don't think that one will take me nearly as long. First of all, I don't have to read everything out loud in that game. I've got to read some stuff out loud, but all the important stuff is voice acted, so that'll save some time right there. I am piss poor at reading out loud, in my own opinion. I always hated reading out loud when I was in school. Sir Lavitz, you are safe. I still cannot believe it, although you are in front of me. Well, seeing is believing, or something like that. Ooh, more Stardust. I don't care what she has to say. I'm not going to lie to you folks, I'm probably going to need to look up a guide for the Stardust, just because there's a lot of it. And I'm going to bet we're going to need to backtrack a lot throughout the game, just so I can gather it all. Because I think this will be the first time I attempt that super boss. Alright, we got an item. Active ring, what does that do? Okay, maybe I will use the War God's amulet. I thought it was something else. I thought it was... maybe it's called Ultimate War God? I don't know. There's something that makes your additions flawless, but I think if I remember right, it cuts the damage that gets dealt. And if you are good at whatever characters you like to use, if you're good with their additions, you don't really need the ultimate thing, so that's why I don't like using it. Alright, here we go. Here is King Albert. I am the head of the First Knighthood, Lavitz Slambert. I am back from the field. Oh, Lavitz, I was feeling uneasy because I heard you were missing. Oh, please make yourself comfortable, everyone. Your Majesty, it's more than I deserve. Haha, it was true. His Majesty was so dismayed that he couldn't see to his affairs of state. Oh, Noish, please don't tease me. Lavitz is a friend from my childhood, as well as a master of martial arts. Anyway, where have you been? After my first knighthood was wiped out, I was captured by Sandora and held against my will in Hellena Prison. What? In Hellena? However, thanks to the act of this young man, I managed to break out. Let me introduce these people to you. Dart and Shana, they are from Sellies. I thank you for saving Lavitz. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. In gratitude for this, tell me if you need anything. I have a favor to ask. Is it possible to take care of Shana in this castle? What? It seems Imperial Sandora attacked Sellies to take Shana away, so they could go after Shana anytime, and when I think of it... Is that the reason you brought me here? Shana, I can walk next to Dart. I've been working towards that. There is nothing we can do about the time we are apart, but I want to be with you forever. Psycho girlfriend, psycho girlfriend. Unfortunately, you cannot leave her here. Imperial Sandora obtained the force called the Dragon and went on the offensive. We are holding the battle line in Hoax, but if the Dragon can fly at low altitudes and directly attack the castle, we cannot defend it, even with the high ramparts. There is no place safe in Serdio now. Besides, you do know how she feels about you, don't you? Dart is one dense motherfucker, let me tell ya. Shana, it may be even more dangerous from now on. I don't mind as long as I can be with you, Dart. Well, I take back the request, but one more thing. I would like to ask a question to Minister Noish. Ask me anything, son. My head is filled with all the legends and history of the continent of Endiness. I was on a journey to pursue the Black Monster. The Black Monster? The monster that attacked Neat 18 years ago. The only thing I know is that he deprived me of my parents and my hometown. You were a victim of the devil. I want to hear everything. Please tell me about it. There is hardly any information left. Everything that was related to him was reduced to ashes. The only thing I know is the black monster is called the devil that disobeyed the great existence, and it is also known for devouring the god. Devouring the god? Yes, and surprisingly it shows up in history beginning 11,000 years ago. 11,000 years ago is the time the Dragon campaign ended. You're exactly right, Your Majesty. Instead, I will tell you the story of the Dragon campaign. Fair warning, the voice acting fucking sucks in this game. Mainly Dart.
As if they were gods, Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
The black monster appeared after the Dragon campaign. I didn't want to interrupt any of the voice acting, that's why I got really quiet. Sorry, folks. I needed you all to hear how well, Minister Noishes isn't that bad, but it's not good either. Excuse me, sir, it's time for the war meeting. I see. Tell them we will come soon. Dart, Shana, this war will be a particularly harsh one for those who no longer have a home to return to. The castle is very quiet now. It is the best place to think about your future. But this is our first time in a castle. Well, there is a place with a great view next to this room. Go enjoy yourself. The view from the castle. I see. Please excuse me. She is so hasty. Please excuse me too. Hey, that is one hell of a view. From here, we can see all of Bale. Might we even be able to see Selly's? Selly's is over the mountain. Besides, we cannot see it anyway because we are so far. I hope everybody is safe. I'm sure they are okay. Yes, they are. According to the brief by my aide, most of the people in the village are safe. Really? I'm relieved to hear that. But it will take time to rebuild the village. Still, good. I can meet everybody again. But we have bad news. Sandora is now readying itself to attack us. They are planning to use the dragon for the offensive. On Hoax. A dragon? If they release that monster in battle, it'll be total genocide. Our role as the knighthood is to stop it. I am heading to Hoax now. Maintaining the battle line will determine the future of Bale. I have lived only for myself. I believed it was something I had to complete by myself, even if I had to leave Shana and the people of the village behind. But when I came back, look at this. I almost lost my hometown again. Lavitz, I'm going to Hoax with you. I don't want to see any more senseless bloodshed. What about the Black Monster? We have to end the war first. This is Dart's theme, by the way. This piece of music kicks ass, in my opinion. Once Dart makes up his mind, he never changes it. Of course, I'm going too. I cannot stand the war either. I can fight too. You guys. Um, Hi. I am in Basel for the first time, so they're just getting ready to go to Hoax. Hoax is one of my favorite parts of the game, honest to God. Everything is determined. Now we have to prepare. So I'm not too far into the game. Then let's go to Bale now. There are item shops, weapon shops in my home. Please meet my mother. She'll be happy because she hasn't had a guest for a while. I know earlier in this stream we escaped Hellena and went through the prairie, went through the cave. So only a couple hours into the game. Alright, let's see what Albert has to say. Why does Dole desire Shana, even if it means destroying Sally's? There are many things strange about it. Alright, we'll go this way. Say, this guy looks familiar. You're the brave man from Sally's. But this is the chamber of His Majesty, King Albert. You are not allowed to go in. Alright. Instead, we will take the slide. Yeah, I am of the opinion that this game gets better and better with each disc, pretty much. Well, 4 doesn't really count, because back with the PS1, the final disc was mainly for, like, the final boss battle. So we'll just lump that in with, like, disc 3 or something. But yeah, I am streaming this game every Thursday at either 11:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. It really depends on if I work my part-time job that day. I prefer to stream at 7, but 11:30 is more doable if I have to work. Oh yeah, it's absolutely nostalgic. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I played the hell out of the demo that was on one of the Jam Pack discs, and then I got my own copy when I was in... I think I was already in kindergarten, so I couldn't, like, understand all the words that were going on. I could read a fair bit of them, because I was reading really young, but yeah, I know 4 of my cousins in particular, and myself, like, not necessarily together, but a lot of us played the hell out of this game throughout our childhood. We'll go up this ladder now. I even prefer this game to some of the Final Fantasies, which is sacrilege to many people, I would assume, but whatever. Yeah, I was really young when it came out. I was a mid-90s baby, but I watched a lot of my older relatives play Final Fantasy VII when that first came out. I remember the Final Fantasy VIII demo on the Pizza Hut demo disc. I played the hell out of that. Final Fantasy IX when that was coming out. Yeah, me too. I'd say Final Fantasy is probably my favorite video game franchise in general. I've got some... Well, my 2 favorites in that series are kind of controversial. Like, they've got their fans, but I don't see a lot of people saying that they're their favorites. I do, actually. 8 is my personal favorite, but that's the first one that I played on my own. And I'll be the first one to admit that the story has issues. Like, Jesus. There's some issues, and then you can easily break that game. 5 is another favorite of mine, because I love the job system in that one. 14 is another favorite. Tactics. I like 7, don't get me wrong. Like, the original and the remake. A lot of people overhyped 7 for me, so when I finally got around to playing it for myself... I like 9 a lot more than I used to. When I was in elementary school, I did not like it, because I did not like the cartoony graphics. coming off of 7 and 8, I could not get past the graphics. I really enjoyed the story in 9, and the graphics don't bother me anymore because I'm not a bratty middle schooler, I guess. I did not like 12 at all when that first came out. I think I was in 5th grade when that dropped. And I just didn't like the combat system, but again, I really like 12 nowadays. But rumor has it 9 will be getting a remake. Tactics should be getting a remaster, according to the leak that dropped a couple months ago. I think it could have been longer. Because I know the Chrono Cross remaster was part of that leak, and that was just confirmed yesterday, so good reason to believe that that'll be happening. God, I hope so. I want most of the, well, not gonna lie, I want all the Final Fantasies to get a remake treatment at some point or another. Just because I think that most of them would do pretty well, honest to God. I think 2 might even, like, I don't think it'd do as well as the rest of the franchise, but I think it'd be more well received nowadays versus when it was released stateside in the Final Fantasy Origins compilation. Oh, absolutely. That, then I'm expecting Chrono Trigger to get a remake at some point, just because Chrono Cross is getting a remaster with Radical Dreamers. There's no way they're not going to remake Chrono Trigger at this point. Mom, I'm home. Oh, Lavitz, it's Lavitz. I was worried because I didn't hear from you for a long time. Sandora's resistance was tougher than I thought, but don't worry, we defeated them. I'm also hoping that the Parasite Eve franchise kind of gets revitalized with all these recent remasters. Your late father would be proud to hear that. Lavitz, what about Hellena? Don't mention that to her. Sorry, but I don't want her to be worried. I don't know what he's talking about. Well, fine. I'm already happy just having you come home, but... You brought a bride with you, my big baby! Mom, she is not! Oh, don't be shy. What's your name? Shana? Shana, my son is a little awkward and stubborn, but he is very sweet-natured. You know what? We are gonna tease both of them a bit. Good luck, Shana. Do you mean it for real? Dart, don't be so silly. Mom, Shana is Dart's sweetheart. What? Oh, please excuse me. But if you don't make it clear, it hurts her. I will say so from now on. Does it mean I am your girlfriend? I said it because otherwise Lavitz will be in trouble. Lavitz, please find somebody like her so that I can hold my grandchild in my arms. You are not a child anymore. Yeah, I know. And you'll stay here today, honey. Well, I was commanded to defend Hoke, so I have to leave as soon as... Oh, well, I understand. But you can have at least lunch, can't you? It'll be ready soon, honey. The way things are phrased in this game throws me off when I'm trying to read it out loud sometimes. I'll give you a hand. Oh, there's no need, but then again, maybe. My pleasure. Well, what can we do till lunch? The lunch is not ready yet. What are we gonna do? Show me around your house. This is the first time I've been in such a huge house. There's nothing interesting, but we can at least kill some time. Walk around wherever you like, and I'll tell you about it. We are going to go to every room, because why not? As you can see, it's a kitchen. I don't want to disturb her cooking. Let's go some other place. Fine. Do all the things that you want to do. Alright, Next up, we have got... This is my room. There is a cut in the pillar. Were you swinging your sword or something? No, I was measuring my height. Lavitz was a kid once? What do you mean? Alright, we have got... It was my parents' room. It's been my mom's room since my father passed away in the war. Very brief descriptions. This is the library. There are many books on strategy. Are you interested in that, Dart? It's my weak point. Of course. What are you doing? Come here. I'll show you my treasure. Treasure? Here is my treasure. Please take a look at it. I love the backgrounds in this game so much. I really like that early PS1 art style. I guess I don't know the proper term for it. I see. It's a nice view of Indel's castle from here. This is what I saw every day when I was young. I grew up thinking, I'll be an admired knight, just like my father, and I'll protect this country. Your dream came true. Yes, but the reality was much harder than I imagined back then. I feel all the more strongly how great my father was. To protect this country, I would tear the flesh from my body. It's the same passion you have towards Shana. I just can't hold back. Because you know the importance of Shana's life. You can risk your own. You were not a foolish daredevil when you ventured into Hellena. Sergio is covered in war clouds now. You're the only one who can protect Shana. You know that, don't you? Yeah. Dart, Lavitz, the food is ready. Well, the princess needs us. Princess. She is like a baby sister to me. As always, your meals are delicious, Mom. It's such a nice thing to hear, but I'll be even happier if you settle down with a bride soon. Oh, she's really pushing that, huh? Dart, Shana, we need to buy some things before we leave. Let's go! Proceeds to rummage around the house. Are you ready to leave? No, not yet. We still have something to do. You're leaving soon, right? Why don't you go finish packing? But of course you can stay here longer. Yeah. Any stardust? 20 gold, we'll take that, even though it belonged to Lavitz's mother, because we're a bunch of monsters. Okay, so I'm going to be wrapping things up for the evening pretty soon. There's one more thing I want to do. But, as I've said at least once on tonight's stream, I think I've said it more than once, this is what I stream every Thursday, either at 7 p.m. or 11:30, depending on if I work my part-time job or not. And like I've said, I prefer the 7 p.m. streams, but if I'm working my part-time job, it'll happen around 11:30. Like tonight, for example, I got the hell out of there as soon as I could because I was really antsy to play this, to stream it for everyone. I love this game a lot. I know a lot of other people do. I think it could do with even more exposure because I'm really hoping it gets a remaster, and we just need Sony Computer Entertainment to see that there are people who are still passionate about this game. Healing Breeze, that item is going to be very helpful. But I am also doing a stream tomorrow night, the Resident Evil 2 remake. Actually, on my channel, I've got the standard schedule that Twitch allows you to make, which, yeah, it's fine and all, I guess. But I have also got the latency extension, which is straight up a calendar. And that is Stardust is also known as the Wishing Stone. As the name implies, it is believed to fulfill the wish of the person who gets it. Great, do you have any? That's great because I like to plan like a whole month at a time if I can. Just because A, that it's very helpful for me, it keeps me on track. B, I think it's helpful for you guys in case you like what you see, but like let's say, yeah, you like role-playing games, but you don't give two shits about survival horror such as Resident Evil. That'll show you like what I'm planning on streaming on specific days of each month, or like if I've got special one-off streams planned or anything like that. But it also shows you the time frame I will be streaming. So I think that's helpful for everyone involved. Shit, where was I going with this? I don't know, I'll just push ahead. It'll come to me at some point. But yeah, so I've got the rest of February planned, and up on that calendar, save again just to be sure, and I'm slowly but surely working on March, which I should have that up within a couple of weeks or so. I'd assume anyway. I'd assume I would. Like I said at the end of the first Legend of the Dragoon stream, I will be doing some addition grinding, and I guess you could count it as level grinding in between streams, just because I don't want to like waste any of your guys' time. Like, the story is what's important here, so like you guys don't need to see me do a bunch of mindless battles. Unless you guys want that, like, make it known. I can always do that, but I just assume you guys don't. Another note, I do have a YouTube channel with a lot of my older streams on it, like Portal, I know that's on there. The Pokemon Foliage and ROM hack is on there. Some Crash Bandicoot, some Spyro, Undertale, all sorts of good stuff. So if you like that, feel free to check that out. If you liked what you saw tonight or listened to, feel free to give me a follow. Speaking of, I have got to thank... I will fuck up their name if I try to pronounce it, so I'm going to do this ass backwards. FWDGX Mile, thank you for the follow earlier. Greatly appreciated. I'm still working on getting alerts set up on my screen. I know I've got them for certain things, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't screwed around with OBS a whole lot. So that's always appreciated. Hope you guys tune in again. I have a blast playing this game. I just have a complete field day. So next Thursday at... Where is my schedule at? Bear with me quick, folks. Sorry about that. I should have been more prepared, but shit happens, I guess. Come on. Come on. Next Thursday at 11:30 p.m. I will be doing this again. Legend of the Dragoon. And then on the 24th, I'll be doing it at 7 p.m. That'll be an early stream for Legend of the Dragoon, so that one will probably be extended, because I've got that Thursday off. So that one should be fun. We should be making some real progress with that one. Tomorrow's stream, Resident Evil 2, like I was saying, that'll happen at 7 p.m. That one will be at least 2 hours. My streams are going to be at least 2 hours from here on out. But without further ado, I don't want to bore all of you. My apologies. Until next time, folks.